The following program is a Greenlight Maine production being brought to you in part by Bangor Savings Bank.
It's the way life should be. Greenlight Maine, building Maine's economy. Greenlight Maine, start here, scale here, stay here. It's your Maine and mine, building Maine's economy, one dream at a time. It's the way life should be. Greenlight Maine.
Welcome to Greenlight Maine. We continue season 10 with some amazing matchups, and today is no different. We have two amazing women who are powerhouses and have chosen to build their business right here in the great state of Maine. But before we meet them, let's say hello to our judges who are forward thinkers and doing so much for the entrepreneurial community of Maine. I'd like to welcome first Jacqueline Fish from Bangor Savings Bank.
Thanks, Jolene. I'm happy to be here. I'm the Director of Marketing and Community Relations at Bangor Savings Bank, and we're a Maine-based community mutual bank with over 70 locations across northern New England. And together with my team, we help to lead the bank's brand awareness, lead its philanthropic efforts, its community engagement initiatives, as well as all things in the media and public relations landscape.
Outstanding. You do so much for our great state, so thank you so much. Next up, we have Chris Roney from the Finance Authority of Maine. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you, Julene. Yes, my name is Chris Roney. I'm General Counsel at the Finance Authority of Maine. FAME is an independent state agency, and we provide loans and other financial tools to Maine businesses and to students seeking higher education.
Excellent. And rounding out our panel, we have Michelle Anderson from Junior Achievement.
Hello, Jolene. Really happy to be here today. I'm the President and CEO of Junior Achievement of Maine. We are a statewide nonprofit organization with a mission to inspire and prepare our state's young people to lead successful lives. We really focus on financial literacy education, entrepreneurship, and work and career readiness.
Perfect judge for Greenlight Maine.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to talk to you in just a few minutes. It is time for our first company. I'd like to welcome Sarah Spear from Tootie's Tempeh out of Biddeford. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I'm Sarah Spear, co-founder, CEO, and worker owner at Tootie's Tempeh in Biddeford, Maine. Tempeh, we like to say, is the cool cousin of tofu. It has twice the protein, 4 times the fiber, and is fermented into a cake, the beans bound together by a mushroom culture. It also has tons of calcium, iron, and all the B vitamins. We thought more people should know about this amazing superfood, especially since half of Americans are reducing their consumption of meat for their health and the health of the planet. So we decided to wake up this sleeping giant. But first, a few things needed to be fixed. For one, Tempeh is packaged in 2 layers of plastic, the inner bag being what they fermented in at a high heat for 24 hours. Second, it can be covered in black spots called sporulation that makes it look like it's spoiled. And finally, it's known to have a bitter aftertaste that can turn some people away. These are not great ways to gain new customers. So we spent 3 years developing a new fermentation process that solves all 3 problems. We don't ferment in plastic bags. We use metal pans over and over. We've eliminated the sporulation, and the bitter aftertaste is completely gone, so now everyone can enjoy Tempeh. Since we launched 2 years ago, we've already saved over 70,000 plastic bags from landfills, and we're now the fastest growing Tempeh company in the US. We are dedicated to sourcing our beans from local and regional organic farmers. In fact, our plan for scaling nationally is to license co-op production facilities around the country, each one sourcing locally, so that wherever Tootie's is purchased, the consumer is always supporting their local farmers, workers, and communities. We sell wholesale through distributors to over 200 stores, restaurants, and schools throughout New England and New York. We more than doubled our sales last year, and an award from Greenlight Maine would come at a pivotal time to help us scale our equipment and quadruple our capacity to get into new markets. We have a great team making all of this happen. I previously co-founded and led a consumer foods company that achieved distribution in 5,000 stores and was acquired by a large competitor. Our 2 production supervisors have years of food industry experience, and our production assistants are also vital to our team. I know it can be intimidating to cook with a new food, but tempeh is fun and easy to cook with. It can be grilled, fried, baked, crumbled. It'll take on whatever flavor and marinade you give it, but most importantly, it's delicious. So as you can see, we're on a mission. We're raising the bar for an entire industry, and the sleeping giant is starting to stir. Thank you.
You just knocked that pitch out of the park, and it is so delicious, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Jackie, kick us off with the questions.
Thank you, Sarah, for your pitch. It's wonderful to learn about the quality and the health benefits of this superfood. So this is new to me, and I'm learning a lot today. I'm curious, your branding caught my eye. So can you tell me an example of one way that you market to your target audience, and who is that target audience?
Well, thank you for that question. We have sort of three types of customers. We have kind of the vegan vegetarian that already is familiar with tempeh, and once they try it, they're like, oh my God, this is the best tempeh I've ever had. This is how it's supposed to taste. And then we have the people that were turned off by the bitter aftertaste. And when they have our tempeh, they're like, oh my God, I can finally eat tempeh, because they want all those benefits. And then there's what we call, or are called, the flexitarians, the 50% of Americans reducing their consumption of meat. They're looking for a clean, high protein, maybe even locally sourced protein like tempeh, and when they don't know about it, so that's why we do a lot to help them learn how to cook with it. We do lots of samplings. We do Tempeh Tuesday on our Instagram. Every week it's a different recipe to support those new customers.
That is so fun. Chris.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, a very interesting product. I've never tried tempeh, so I look forward to doing that soon. But
I brought you some.
Oh, good. So I guess I'm curious, having not experienced it. Like, who are your major competitors? Are you competing against tofu primarily, or other tempeh companies?
I mean, there are some big players in the tempeh industry. Light Life is probably the biggest one. And tofu, I would add that as well, and any of the sort of new plant-based proteins that are coming out. Tofu, we have twice the protein, and it's also just great. You get kind of tired of one protein, like everybody tries different proteins. It's really nice to have another protein that also is fermented and supports digestion and all the other great things. The other tempeh maker companies, they're really challenged by us, actually, because we're doing things that they really want to be doing, but they can't. They haven't. We had the luxury of 3 years to develop this new process. It's very difficult to do that if you're an ongoing business and you don't have the R&D money or the time to put into it. So we hope to help the whole industry actually go plastics free.
Michelle.
Yes, wonderful job, Sarah. I learned a lot. Thank you. I'm curious about the distribution process with this product. I know you talked about you're in some stores, but can you talk a little bit about the process?
Yeah, so we made a decision early on just to work wholesale through distributors. We don't do any online because it really goes against our values. Shipping all the way across the country, the amount of resources that go into it, the packaging because it's a refrigerated product. So we're very focused just growing sort of organically through New England. We're now in New York. We just have been growing. We started with 2 distributors in Maine, and now we have a bunch in New England and that are going into New York. And it's just a great relationship. They know our product really well, and we do lots of going into stores and doing samplings. Yeah, and we're doing a lot trying to tell our story just to educate people.
Just for the folks at home, where can they find this, and how much does it cost?
Thank you. It's available. This one, the traditional, is available at all Hannaford stores mostly, and all natural. And they're both available at all natural food co-ops and small grocery stores throughout Maine and New England. And now we're in New York. Like, we got into the Park Slope Co-op. We're very excited about. The price range is anywhere from $5.99 to $6.99. For 8 ounces. You get about 3 servings per box. So
excellent job. This is a great Maine success story. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to take a short break, but our next company is also good for your health. So stick around. That's next after the break. Come on over. Great job.
Thank you.
Wonderful job.
You're now
straw.
Yeah.
Good job.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been helping New Englanders thrive by living our You Matter More promise. We invest in Northern New England because your ideas, your well-being, and your business matter to us. Our commitment is reflected in our caring employees, innovative solutions, and investments in local communities. At Bangor Savings Bank, you are at the heart of everything we do because you matter more.
With so many Medicare options, it can be confusing. At Martin's Point, we make your Medicare choices easy. Our all-in-one Medicare plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, and prescription drugs, dental, vision, and eyewear, fitness and wellness reimbursements, with premiums and copays as low as $0. As one of the highest-rated Medicare Advantage plans in New England, you can feel confident you're covered. Call or visit us online today to request your free Medicare Made Simple guide.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our next company can also improve your health. I'd like to welcome Juliana Tebbets with Kili Organics.
Thank you. My name is Juliana with Kili Organics. The superfood market is growing as consumers demand more chemical-free, natural solutions to everyday health. Kili Organics is here to supply that demand responsibly. Our products are high-packed with nutrients. Our mission is to support our customers' health-conscious lifestyles while also promoting sustainable practices for the environment. I was born among the lush greenery and radiant sunshine of Tanzania, where moringa and baobab are known for their nutrient health benefits. Moringa is processed from moringa leaves, transformed into powder, while baobab is extracted from the baobab fruit. Both powders could easily be added into a smoothie, water, yogurt, very easy to use. We launched our company last year in May. We've been selling through our website. We are also selling through the Portland Food Co-op on Congress Street. We have seen an increase in demand on moringa and also baobab, which was very foreign when we started our company. Our mission is to share more about the baobab because moringa seems to be trending, one of the trendy products. We currently attend events from Wisconsin to Portland, Maine, all in the mission of sharing about baobab and how beneficial and nutrient-packed they are.
Excellent job, and we want to hear more about this too, so why don't you start off by telling our judges about those two products.
Baobab is, in its natural ingredient, is a fruit, so we just extract the powder, source it from Tanzania, ship it to Maine. From Maine, we have it tested by a few labs, but it's also FDA approved while it's in Tanzania from a source that is FDA approved and it's organic. And once it arrives here, we distribute in small bags, 8 ounces, but we're also working to distribute bulk to wholesale or smoothie companies or have it added as an ingredient to something else.
All right, now we want to hear from our judges. Jackie?
Juliana, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I really like how you clearly stated your mission about supporting your customers' health and also a sustainable approach. So very well said. I'm curious, what's the price point for your product and anything else you'd like to add about the pricing strategy as you expand in the market?
At the moment, the pricing we currently have for the 8 ounce, which go for $23.99 for the moringa and $20.99 for the baobab. And that's the price through our website, but also that's the price a consumer would buy at a store, let's say the Food Co-op in Portland. We currently don't have prices for bulk. We are working with companies that are interested in adding these products as an ingredient to their products, and we'll probably have prices if somebody wanted to purchase in bulk.
And are you making smoothies with this? What kind of things?
So far, customers that have purchased our products, some have shared that they've added them in sodas, but moringa is easily added in a soup, salad, and boba, because it's a fruit, we recommend that you add in a smoothie or yogurt, something that's not cooked, to maintain its nutrient effect.
Sounds delicious. Chris?
Thanks. Yes, great job so far. So I guess I'm just curious as to, you talk about how it's a health beneficial food, both of the different products, but could you speak a little bit more specifically about what actually does it, what types of vitamins or nutrients does it bring to the table?
Absolutely. One, moringa is one of the protein-based plant, so it's very vegan friendly, but it's also high in antioxidants, vitamin A, vitamin C. Baobab is high in fiber, vitamin C, helps regulate blood, helps lower cholesterol, and because these, for instance, baobab being one of the products that entering the market, there's a lot of research that's been done about this product. Some would even include that it helps lower skin cancer. Now that's not verified, but that's one of the research that's currently undergoing through the National Association of Medicine.
Michelle?
Yeah, great job, Juliana. This is really fascinating to learn about the benefits of both of these products. I'm curious, what are some of the competitors in this space? I know health food and supplements is such a growing industry, so what are some of the competitors that you have?
I'm glad to say I'm the only provider of moringa and baobab in the state of Maine, and it's very exciting. Slightly to step back, I started sharing this product when I lived up in northern Maine, Aroostook County, so they were extremely foreign. Coming down to more civilization, as I like to call it. Moringa seems more trendy, but through international markets or like Amazon, so people seem to purchase it online. So I've had customers that are very excited that they can buy it local in the state of Maine. So I'm glad to say at the moment I do not have any competitors, but except for the huge platforms.
We got time for one more question, Jackie.
Sure. You mentioned that you recently are approaching your 1-year milestone, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm curious, do you have any sales targets you're looking to achieve in the coming year?
Yes. Not only we met the 1-year mark, but we also joined Folk Food Labs out of South Portland, so that's where we'll be working, and so we are meeting other consumers and companies that operate from there. So we're also hoping that we could work with like a supply chain, like a company that would help supply the product not just in Maine but also New England at large, and that should definitely increase our sort of demand or supply. But at the moment we are also working with Palm Creative out of Brunswick. They are a marketing company, so they are also hoping to put this product in platforms like Amazon or Faire, so that we're not just selling local, trying to provide it outside the state of Maine.
Well, we are so happy that you are here in Maine, and you are well on your way, so congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a short break and then hear from our judges, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Such a wonderful job.
I'm Nancy Marshall, the PR maven, here today with the Greenlight Maine Marketing Minute. If you're doing PR for your company, don't forget about the local press. Even local weeklies may be hot commodities that everyone reads in specific communities, so it's worth establishing a relationship with the editors and reporters who write for these newspapers. In some cases, local weeklies may even print press releases verbatim, since they're looking for content and they're reliant on PR pitchers to provide that content for them. For instance, plug your contributions to the local economy or support for nearby nonprofit organizations. It all counts as valuable content.
I am truly awestruck by the innovation that exists Fame has fundamentally been a part of keeping the business community here resilient and robust.
Our role is to help.
Come on in. To have people in your corner that will guide you through the whole process is really helpful.
When they say, hey, we believe in this, it's a real boost to confidence.
Fame works for Maine, helping businesses and lenders create a bright economic future.
It's about helping Maine grow.
ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to Greenlight Maine startups, closely held businesses, and organizations that operate internationally. And we're doing it the way you'd want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever. If you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We just heard two amazing pitches, and now it's time for our judges to deliberate. So let's start with Tootie's Tempeh, just because she pitched first. What'd you think?
Thanks, Jolene. I really enjoyed learning about Tootie's Tempeh. This is my first introduction to learning about this superfood, and what impressed me most about Sarah is she spent the past 3 years perfecting her learning about this superfood, and she really has researched the competition well, so she knows what she's up against and how to solve for problems in the market. One example that stood out to me is their work with their organization reducing single-use plastic. So they're taking a very sustainable approach. They're selling throughout Maine and New England, and it's my understanding they're looking to expand beyond northern New England next. So one thing I'd encourage them to think about is their distribution channels. They have no plans to sell online, just through wholesale, and I think if they open up their business to selling online, they can really quickly scale their market.
Excellent comments. And yeah, there's such a trickle-down effect here because she's working with local farmers. This is all in the state of Maine. She can grow beyond that, but still keep her company here. What do you think, Chris?
I really liked it. I think it has a lot of potential. She differentiated herself from other producers of tempeh, and she's got a clear plan for how she's going to market this, and a plan for growth and maintaining her whole strategy of staying local and sustainable. I think it makes a lot of sense.
All right, Michelle.
Yeah, I echo these two. I mean, Sarah definitely knows her stuff. She's run some businesses before, so she's got experience. I love that she's able to source locally from Maine. So you talk about the opportunity to scale here and this be a sustaining business in Maine. I think that was really powerful. I kind of agree with Jackie, only doing the wholesale distribution. I wonder if she considers expanding that so she can expand her business.
Awesome. And another healthy protein option, which of course we all need. So, all right, let's switch gears and talk about Juliana and Kili Organics. It's just another great product that people can add to their diets.
Yeah, so I liked learning about Kili Organics. It was interesting to me that she brought a product from the country that she was born in to Maine, where she lives now and has raised her family. And she's really focusing on improving the well-being of people in Maine and our lives and our overall well-being. I liked her clear mission of supporting customer health, a sustainable approach. Pleased that they've recently surpassed the 1-year milestone. And I think one thing they have an opportunity for is to think through how they're going to increase the workforce to support their demand for the product, because it's my understanding they have 1 employee right now. So as they scale and grow, I'm curious how they're going to expand their operations.
Yes, and she is growing rather quickly, so great. Chris?
Yeah, I think she has a unique product, right? So I mean, I think that's helpful. I am concerned that her strategy seems to involve a lot of direct to consumer, which kind of forces you to be a little bit have a more narrow market in front of you. So I think she definitely has a great presentation style, and I think she has a good product behind her, so I think she'll do well.
Awesome.
Yeah, Juliana did a really nice job. I had not heard much of these superfoods, and it was interesting that there's no competition in Maine. She's the only one, so quite innovative. I think biggest competitor is Amazon, which it definitely can be a struggle. I would challenge Juliana to think about just how she markets her product. I know right now she doesn't have, or she does have a website and doing a lot of direct to consumer, but how do you get the word out on your business?
Right, okay. Thank you so much. Great feedback. We're going to give you a couple more minutes and then we'll have a decision, so don't go anywhere. Right after this, we'll tell you who gets the green light. We'll be right back.
Darlings Brunswick Ford has pickup and delivery service. Our team saves you time by picking up your vehicle for a service appointment and then dropping it off when it's done at no cost to you. Call 844-5945 today.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Located off I-95 in Oakland, First Park is known as Central Maine's most connected business park. It features high-speed fiber internet, 3-phase power, and is located in a foreign trade zone, connecting your business to a world of opportunity. With shovel-ready pre-permitted sites and only a short distance to the local airport and rail service, First Park also makes it easy for entrepreneurs, innovators, and businesses to distribute or receive products around the globe. Interested in locating your business to First Park? Get an exclusive offer at firstpark.com/gift.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. We just heard from Tootie's Tempeh and Kili Organics, and it's time to find out who is moving on in the competition. Judges, I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1. And that means Tootie's Tempeh is the winner. Congratulations to Sarah. You are moving on in the competition. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. We appreciate and love your feedback, so please keep the comments coming on our social pages, and you can check out all of our episodes on greenlightmaine.com. We'll be back next week with 2 more amazing companies, so please join us then. Have a safe and successful week. Congratulations. Come on over.
Congratulations, great job today.
Greenlight Maine would like to thank our premier partner, Bangor Savings Bank, our corporate partners, and our sponsors. Thank you.